Tesla time. The company has recalled. I'm going to do this recalled.
Recall.
Because
Yeah.
it kind of, recalled means something a little different for I think people see recall and they say, oh my goodness, you're recalling all these cars. Not quite like that, but still recalling over 300,000 vehicles, warning that its full self-driving beta software may cause crashes. What else did we learn? What does this actually mean for a company like Tesla?
I think it could be really important, JD. And I think what's worth noting as well is if we're going to, sort of air quote recall, we have to air quote full self-driving, because if it isn't really a recall, it isn't really full self-driving either.
They like to say it is, of course.
Yeah, they love to say that it is, but it's assisted driving at best, and the Highway Transportation Administration says it actually could be at worst, because there is the risk of it driving through intersections, of it disobeying speed limits, and effectively causing accidents, some of which could be fatal. Now, the Highway Transportation Safety Administration has been at odds with Tesla for a number of years now, and this isn't the first time that the administration and the company have disagreed on the results of these data tests. But Tesla decided to recall the cars, as you say, in air quotes, nonetheless, about 362,000. They're going to do an over-the-air update of the software. They're going to do it free of charge and ultimately get what they call full self-driving back on track. Now, there's obviously a brand erosion story with regards to this, which is the case in any recall. For Tesla, it's even a little bit more complicated than that, because full self-driving, if it were to come to fruition, is one of the most important aspects to Tesla's value proposition. And Elon Musk has said as much, not only on earnings calls, but in public commentary. Essentially, what he would like to do is have a Tesla vehicle generate recurring revenue. And the best way that you can do that is through that full self-driving software, because the users will constantly pay for new upgrades, for new features, and for new services. So he is trying to turn the sale of a vehicle into recurring software revenue in much the same way that Apple does with an iPhone. And of course, this would be groundbreaking for the auto industry, and full self-driving is the key plank in that strategy. So if this fails, this changes the value proposition for Tesla completely. I'm not suggesting for a moment that full self-driving is on the verge of failure in any respect, but nonetheless, this does blunt its advance, at least in the near term. That's why we saw the stock trade off, and that's yesterday, and that's probably why investors are going to be looking at this very closely over the coming months.